Fabulous. Cool. It's kind of funny to look through a Nerf gun and look at a real scope profile. Look at how pretty that thing is. All right, we're almost there. Okay, now we've got a sling. I want to put that on there, and I want to weather it too. Oh, we're not quite done yet, though. We're not quite done. It's definitely a badass rifle. Let's see here. This goes in that way. Yeah. One other aspect that I was going to add. Here it comes. Let's see. Yep. I wanted to put in a bipod. Why not, I say? Why not? There we go. Very nice of them to make the Picatinny rails of the Nerf rifle. Okay. All right, so that folds like that. Excellent. This will genuinely get you into some real trouble, I think. Okay, so that lives like that. And then this could potentially live like that, like some kind of grenade launcher. Yeah, that actually also looks kind of badass. Okay, so dude, I think it's done. I am really, really pleased with that as a Nerf gun modification. Yeah, dude, that is, well, let's have an inaugural firing, shall we? One round, send it home. Here we go. The scope isn't actually that far off. Not bad. All right, Anthony Johnson, my gun, my Secret Santa gift to you is headed your way. Happy nerfing. One final detail I almost forgot. I would be remiss if I did not comply with the law of shipping artificial weapons that look real enough to get people into trouble, so I am putting an orange tip on this Nerf rifle. Anthony Johnson, as the proud owner of this Nerf gun, you are not to remove this orange tip. That keeps you in compliance with the law.
Hey guys, this is Anthony. Just showing off Adam Savage's little Nerf blaster that he made me, and for Secret Santa, which is amazingly awesome. Just kind of shot it, test fired it in the house. Didn't really think much of it, but you can kind of see what happened afterward. Thanks, Adam.
cool.
Let's try it out.
Oh! Jesus Christ. Hey, everybody. That sucker packs a wallop.
It works.
Bill shot me in the tit.
Hey, welcome down to the shop there, fellow maker. I'm Bill. I'm modding a Nerf gun today, and I'm doing it with my pal.
Evil Ted.
Yeah! This is the Nerf Rival with the balls. This is the one with the squishy balls. And I think I can make this look kind of like a Destiny gun. So that's what I'm going to try and do. But I also want to try this. This is a 3D printing pen. My friends over at Matter Hackers sent this over to me, and I've been looking for a chance to play with this. I got a bunch of ABS filament in all the colors of the rainbow. Thanks, Ted. And I'm going to try and use this ABS plastic to weld more ABS plastic to the plastic of this gun. So I've got some sheets of plastic that should be the same as this, and I should be able to weld it together and make it look all cool. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. We'll see how it works. So I got my 3D printing pen, this crafty pen, open. Of course, I'll have a link to this in the description if you want to check it out yourself. It came with PLA plastic. I'm not going to use that. And then it's got this pen thing, like so. And it's got a power cable, I think. So I'll plug this in, get it all heated up, and see if I can use it to weld some of this plastic together. Plug this in, and I have the option to change it to ABS, and that's what I'm going to do. It's going to have to get hotter to do it there. There we go. Here's my first test. I got a couple of pieces of this ABS plastic here, and I got my little 1, 2, 3 block I can hold that against. And then I'm going to run this down that seam and see if it welds it together. So let's do that. I'll tack it down just like I'm really welding. Like that. It's kind of holding it together, and then let's go down the whole seam. It's the big bubbly, melty plastic mess. That's pretty good. Oh, it snapped off. Ted's having as little luck as I am.
Gonna reach the scary moment where I go to proceed to pull this apart. And if a spring flies, I'm gonna be angry.
That didn't get down in that chamfer at all.
Nope.
This is not going as well as I had hoped. It's not sticking at all. So here's what I've decided. Here's my plastics. I'm going to glue them together with super glue and then use a 3D printing pen to make a fake weld line. It'll still look cool. And it'll be fun to do. So just normal super glue. I'm going to glue this like that. Spray it with my accelerant. Like that. Okay, now that we're ready to go, I can do that and make a decorative weld line, I hope. There we go. We have that line on there. If I paint that to look like metal, I think that will be really good. Actually, I'm going to go spray this with spray paint real quick and see how it looks. There we go. That's kind of cool, like a really crappy weld line. It's strong because I super glued it together and then I used that as decoration, and I think that's pretty convincing. So I'm going to practice this a little bit more and then figure out how I'm going to apply that to my Nerf gun. I got excited.
I wanted to paint it.
Yeah, I want to paint mine. It's time to crack this thing open.
Also, I want to see that thing.
And when I saw this, I thought of Destiny because I've been playing a lot of Destiny, and this is a gun, tiny picture of a gun. I'm going to kind of try and make that look like that. Cool?
Very cool.
Let's try it out.
Oh! Jesus Christ. Hey, everybody. That sucker packs a wallop.
It works!
Bill shot me in the tit.
I got a plan.
He's got a plan.
I got a man with a plan. I have this toy gun here with a cool scope, and I want to put the scope on here, but it doesn't make sense to put it on the rail there. because you can't see with that in the way, so I want to put it on the side. So what I'm going to do is cut the rail off of this guy, or break this rail off, and then glue it on here, or screw it probably on here, so that this can go on the side, so that when I'm shooting, I have a scope down the side. Alright, I liberated this piece from its original part. I'm going to drill some holes through it, and then drill some holes into my gun to sort of tap it, so I can screw those in. And then I've got some screws here. These are really little, like, computer screws or something. I don't know where I got them, but I'm going to run them through them there first to sort of cut their own threads in the plastic. And then I should be good.
It's so funny. I have a rail on this, on the gun itself. It's the rail on the brain saw, which I guess you might need a laser sight on his head before you push a saw blade into it.
I have a laser sight.
Got a laser sight. You need it.
Alright, so that looks like it's pretty well attached. I'll probably glue that once before I paint it, but now I can attach that perfectly. There we go. Got my scope. I've got a plan to add like a shroud to this part, but I want to add more like on the back here. So I think a little like rack to hold some bullets would be good. And I've got this mold for some bullets that I'm going to cast in onyx. So this is smooth cast onyx fast. And I've got some brass powder, so I'm going to cold cast these so they look metal. I'm going to put brass powder in the mold to cold cast this. In fact, we have a whole video on cold casting. Careful not to breathe in any of this metal. And make sure it gets on all of the surfaces inside the mold. Dump out the extra. Just over 30. Pour side A. Mix it up. And then carefully fill each bullet. Here we go. Make sure there aren't any bubbles in there. We let that cure. For the shroud part, I've designed this shroud thing that's going to go over my gun. I'm going to make it out of these sheets of plastic that I got. This is a normal ABS plastic. Got my design here. I'm just laying it out with the see-through ruler. And this other part is 1.5 inches wide. So I can cut those, roughly cut those out, and then work on details there. And this stuff you can just kind of score with a sharp knife and then snap it. Just snap it. Kind of in both directions. Ta-da!
It's so boring to do this by myself. It really is. I do this by myself every day, and I just wish somebody would do it.
There we go. Trim that out. Clean it up a little bit with X-Acto. One little slot. Just need to do that a couple more times. Got all my plastic pieces ready to go. I want to glue this at an angle, so I'm going to bevel the back side of this where it glues down. This tiny block plane, that's really adorable, and it does a great job of planing a nice chamfer on my ABS plastic. And I'm just kind of guessing at the angle. We're going to get pretty close, like that, and then I can go over it with some sandpaper and just rough it up a little bit. Now I can glue that on, have a nice glue surface at the angle that I want.
Nice.
I can spray my accelerant on there, and then I can line this up the angle I want, and touch it down. And then this part is just going to cover it the rest of the way. Spray this area. And I'm using the grid here to make sure everything is as square as possible. And touching everything down. Oops. So I'll just do a little bit of sanding and cleanup work on there and add some embellishments. Ted's over there talking to himself.
Like a crazy person.
I want to add a little more detail, another layer of detail. So I have another piece of ABS plastic that's going to get glued down. I'll glue a bunch of them on there, and then this is what I'm going to weld with my 3D printing pen. So I got this thing all prepped. Just add a little super glue. Just like that. Here is my shroud piece. I've glued on this extra bit there. Now I want to make that look welded, and that's where the 3D printing pen is going to come into play. So hopefully I get this to work the way I need it to. That's pretty cool. Cool. That looks kind of neat. My bullets are done. I hope. They were nice and cool. They should be all done, and I can probably pull them out of the mold. Let's see how they turned out.